Hirana kalia potokurshi himoto. Hiranaya tokurani kimaya takaya tata. Rohotaya vishitanya kalia potahashaka. Hiropomati hariamukode. Ishtaya mukupala karanda krusha hyarata. There is one moment in time that is our moment in time. There is one moment in time that is our moment in time. Seeking that moment, allowing that moment, being that moment, accepting that moment, freeing ourselves in that moment, gracefully allowing that moment to be where we are. There is one moment in time that is becoming us now. There is one moment in time that is feeling us now, that is receiving us now, that is becoming us now. There is one moment in time. Do you know what that moment is? Do you know what that moment is? Do you know what that moment is? Our moment is the moment of grace, is the moment of truth, is the moment of peace, is the moment of divinity that we are seeking within our own being. The seeking, the wanting, the knowing, the feeling, the experience of grace that is within us gives us the opportunity to expand our consciousness into the world, right? Into the work that we are doing in the world. Why have we come here? Is there a work that we have come here to do in the world? Why have we come here? Is there a work that we have come here to do in the world, to expand this moment into the grace, into the truth, into the consciousness of the divine beingness of all things? What is the work that we have accepted for ourselves at this time? What is the work that we have given ourselves to do at this time? What is the work that we are receiving within our being? What is that work? Can we conceive of a reality where work is play, play is fun, right? Work is fun, fun is play. What does that mean? So what is work? Work is that generous, divine moment of beingness, our truth, our peace, our love, our divinity. What is work? Work is that generous, divine moment of beingness. Yes, I am now working. I'm working in my consciousness. I'm working in my grace. I'm working in my truth. I'm working in my divinity. I'm working to see everything that I know, everything that I've felt within my being, everything that I've expanded out from the consciousness within me. This work is coming through me as the divine essence of my true being. This is the work that I am doing here on this earth plane. So this is the work, right? This is the work. So if we say, I've come here to do this work, I've come here to be this being, I've come here to accept these tasks as my own, right? So I've come here to expand my consciousness into the beingness of all things. I've come here to accept that what I am doing is the consciousness within my being. These moments of grace take me into consciousness, take me into truth, take me into peace, take me into momentum, right? So the momentum forward to see, to do, to be who we truly are. What is the momentum that is driving us? What is the momentum that is driving us? What is the consciousness that works through us, in us, and around us? What do we see within our being that is conscious, that is awake, that is aware, that is divine, that is true? I see myself as this holy, divine being of love and light consciousness. I do. I see myself as this pure, divine being that wants to be everything that I have come here to be. I see myself as this conscious, alive, loving, divine being that allows, that allows this consciousness within my being to expand itself into the grace, into the truth, into the divinity, receiving, right? Receiving myself within me and then expanding out into the consciousness of all things. So I really want you to hear this energy of grace that we're producing today, because this energy of grace that's being produced today is the energy of grace that you will see within your own divine being as your truth, as your divinity, and as your peace. You are a work of art within God's creation. You are a divine, beautiful, amazing display of God's work on this earth plane. Look at the creation of you. Look at the creation of your divinity, of your peace, and of your truth. Look at the creation that has come about to be the perfection, the joy, the peace, the love that expands into consciousness from your very being. We are so divine and pure and truthful. That's who we are, right? That's the core of our being. That's the core of our truth. That's the core of our divine self. So if I awaken to this self within me, if I awaken to this divinity within me, if I awaken to this truth within me, if I awaken to this consciousness within me, this is the thing that I am receiving right here, right now, in this moment. This moment, this moment, this moment. So consciously, alively, aware, right? We receive this moment, 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 and again and again and again, we receive this moment, this moment. We consciously receive this moment, this moment, this moment. Because only in this moment will we recognize, wow, I've come here to do something really amazing and something really great. I have come here to be me. I have come here to expand my own consciousness. I have come here to express the meanness that is the truth of my being. I have come here to allow all of this energy, all of this grace, all of this truth that is within my own being. I'm allowing it. I'm allowing it to become what it came here to become. This energy of grace within me came here to become what it came here to become. I'm alive in that knowledge of grace within my being. I am alive within that knowledge of truth that flows through me. I am alive within that knowledge of consciousness that allows me to see and be seen. The coolness of our world is expanding from the energy within the truth of our own being. Can you conceptually allow yourself to receive that knowledge? The coolness of you is here. It's right here. It's right now. So why are you here? What did you come here to do? What did you come here to receive? What did you come here to feel? What did you come here to experience? Tune into that place within you that knows who you are, why you're here, and what you are doing. You've seen it, you've felt it, you've experienced it, you've allowed it. So what is it now, and what is it doing within your consciousness? Is it expressing? Is it speaking? Is it allowing itself to become what it wants to become? We can consciously allow ourselves to become everything that we have come here to become. We have come here. This is our space, right now. So just accept this space as your space right now. We have come here. This space, this is our space right now. We have come here. So in this space, we have come here to be great, to be grand. Yes, there's no playing small anymore. We have come here to be great and to be grand. There's no playing little. That's not who we are. That's just not who we are. We are consciousness. We are grace. We are the truth of all things. We're not small. We're not little. Right? We are big. We are huge. We are the consciousness. We are the divinity. We are the truth of our own being. So accept that within yourself right now. Accept that you are great. Accept that you are grand. Accept that you are divine. Accept that everything that's coming through you right now as your own divine truth, as your own divine essence, right? Allow it to speak. What does it want to say? What does it want to feel? What does it want to experience? So there's nothing else in the world that can tell you how to be, or who to be, or what to be. There's not. There may be teachers, there may be gurus, there may be anyone out there who seems to know more than you. And there are ones that are more expanded, more conscious, more aware, more awake, and more alive. And there always will be. But the consciousness within you knows you. The conscious within you knows you. The consciousness within you allows you to see and to receive who you are and what you are and where you've been on this earth plane. So Accept first of all that you are divine, you are great, you are grand, and you are aware. Is it okay to receive help? It's okay. Of course it's okay to receive help. Is it okay to expand in your consciousness with the help of other beings? Of course it's okay to expand into your own consciousness with the help of other beings. This can always be of great benefit to us on our path on this earth plane. However, always accept your own truth as your own. Always accept your own divinity as your own. Always accept your own consciousness as your own. Because we are here to be great. That's who we are. We've all come here to be great. Every single one of us, from the little tiny pea-sized bugs up until the, hugest giants that we see, we've all come here to be great. There's not a morsel of us in any part of us, anywhere on this earth plane, that has not come here to receive the grace of God's divinity within our own being. It's just not true. We've all come here to be great. We've all come here to see. We've all come here to experience. We've all come here to allow. We've all come here to allow our grand selves to be divine in this plane, in this purposeful reality that we're living in now. What do you want to do? What do you want to see? What do you want to feel? And how do you want to experience yourself? Is the consciousness within you allowing you to experience yourself as the divine truth of your own being? Is the consciousness within you allowing you to experience yourself as the consciousness of your own being? You see within you is the divine essence of your own truth, of your own divinity, and of your own peace. You see within you that you can consciously, in awareness, in aliveness, in truth, allow yourself to express. So we know that the expression of your divine being is just dying to get out of you. We know that the consciousness of your own being is expressing through you in whatever ways it can find to express through you. Are you allowing it to express? Are you getting out of the way? Are you seeing that this consciousness is alive, is aware, is truthful, is free? So sitting in this moment, right, when there are no other moments to be, sitting in this moment right here, you and me, just us, we're consciously alive, we're consciously aware, we're consciously purifying ourselves in this divine moment of peace. Just you and me, alive and aware in this moment of grace. Just you and me, alive and aware in this moment of grace. Yes, nothing else, no past, no future. Nothing else exists. Just you and me, alive and aware in this moment of grace. So feel the energy that is flowing through us, between us. Feel the energy that is flowing through us and between us. Be aware that your consciousness is the grace and the truth and the peace of all things. Be aware that your consciousness is the grace and the truth and the peace that dwells within us as all things divine. Yes, we're free. We're free, we're free, we're free. This is our consciousness, this is our grace, and this is our truth. So feel it. Feel it flowing between us now. Feel it flowing between us now. There's a stream of consciousness that's entering you and entering me. There's a stream of consciousness between us. There it is. So it's flowing between you and it's flowing through you into your heart, around your body, your whole being, flowing out of you into me. And I feel it. And I feel your grace. And I feel your truth. And I feel your divinity. And from me it is flowing. It is flowing from me, through my heart, around my being, in my full consciousness of truth and grace and peace and divinity, through my heart into you. Feel it. Feel it. Awakening in the aliveness, in the truth, in the beingness of our divine being. Feel the energy of grace flowing through us in this moment. There it is. We are kind, we are loving, we are divine, we are aware, we are opening. So now we here are, just you and just me, in this moment of truth and peace. Now we are here. Okay, so feel that energy of grace flowing between us. One movement, one energy. No needs to be seen as anything other than this moment of divine grace, divine truth, and divine peace. Feel the energy of grace flowing. There it is. There it is, my love. There it is. Yes. Yes. So it's flowing back and forth between us now. Feel it. Just get a hold of that energy. Allow it to be free in its movements. Here we go. Okay? Raise your vibration into the consciousness of your true self now. There it is. Raise the vibration of your consciousness into your true self now. not hard. This is an effortless movement. Just allow the energy flowing between us. Allow the energy flowing between us to recognize you as true. There it is. Yes. Allow the energy flowing between us to recognize, there it is, you as true. We are there. We are there. There it is. Connection of the heart. Pure connection of the heart. We've got it. Okay. So now that we're connected deeply in that heart space, in that truth, in that divinity, and in that peace, I want you to see yourself as the divine being of light that you came here to be. Don't try hard. Just allow that energy of grace to surround you. Yes. To open up to you. Yes. 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 So the energy's flowing between us. One consciousness, one grace, one truth, one energetic awakening. Yes. Alive in peace, alive in, there it is. And the divinity, yes. Okay, now open up to your true divine self. Open up, open up, open up. Don't try. Just open. Don't try, just open. Don't try, just open. Feeling God's grace running through us, in us, among us. There we go. Now, as we allow this energy of grace to flow freely, openly, in full allowance, oh yes, there it is. Okay. Work. What is work? Wondering, wondering, wondering over roughness. Wondering over roughness and knowing. Right. So what is the roughness? Has our life been rough? Has our life been a little bit rough? Okay, so we're going to wonder over the roughness. Okay. What is residing over the roughness? Wondering over roughness. What is over the roughness? Is there a beauty? Is there a joy? Is there a peace? Is there a divinity? There it is. And knowing. And knowing. And knowing. Knowing. Wondering over roughness and knowing. Work. What do we know in this place? I know that my divinity is conscious, is aware, is truthful, is loving, and is free. I know that I have come here with a divine purpose on this earth plane. I know that I accept that divinity within me as the consciousness of all things, and I know that there is not another being on this earth plane that could take that away from me. Because we are all conscious, we are all aware, we are all loving, and we are all free. We are all loving and we are all free. So in this wondering over roughness, right, I know that my divinity rests within me as the truth of all things. So think about your work. Don't think about your work, be your work, right? Don't think about your work, be your work. What is your work? What is your work? What is your work? Energy flowing between us, allowing us to see, allowing us to feel, allowing us to accept, allowing us to know, allowing us to become. What is your work? And if your work is known to you, and your work is felt by you, and your work is seen by you, what do you think is the next step in your progress? What do you think is the next step on your path? What do you think is the next step that you would like to take in this divine understanding? I'm wondering over roughness, and I am knowing that I have come here to be great, that I have come here to be kind, that I have come here to be loving, that I have come here to be pure, and that I have come here to do my work as a divine being of light on this earth plane. Yeah, that's what work is. We've come here to do our work as a divine being of light on this earth plane. Yes. So the concept of work has become so misconstrued, so misunderstood, so irrelevantly given over to a system that is so unconscious, right? What is work? Work. What is work? Wondering over roughness and knowing. What do we know about ourselves? We know that we're free, right? We know that we're free. We know that we're kind. We know that we're divine. We know that we're loving. We know that we're abundant. We know that we're generous. We know that we're caring, right? We know that we care for other beings. We genuinely care and are compassionate and are feeling. So feel that. What is your work in the world? What is your work in the world? Feel that, know that, right? Yes. The divinity within you accepts you as everything that has ever been and will ever be. The divinity within you accepts you as everything that has ever been and will ever be. I consciously conceive of myself as a divine being of light on this earth plane. That's my work. That's what I've come here to do. That's what I'm giving. So this happens to be Kai's work, right? What we're doing right now, right here in this moment. This happens to be Kai's work. She's doing her work. She's allowing God's grace to be who she is on this earth plane. She's allowing God's grace to divinely expand her into the consciousness of all things. She is allowing God's grace to come through her as the consciousness of all things. And is there a separation? No, there's no separation. So Kai's work is this divinity that is the truth, that is the peace, that is the love, that is speaking to you now, communicating with you now, and energetically receiving you now. This is Kai, and this is God's grace. Is there a separation? No. You are not separate from you, your own divinity. You are not separate from the work that comes through you. You are not separate from any divine aspects of you that have ever been or ever will be. Yeah, right. So the consciousness of grace, of truth, of divinity comes through you as the consciousness of all things in your work. What is your work? What is your work? What is your work? Knowing you, feeling you, receiving you, abiding by God's grace within you. Yes, abiding by God's grace within you. Yes, abiding by God's grace within you. Yes, let that resonate. Let that resonate. Let that resonate. Abiding by the energy of God's grace within you. What is it speaking? What is it saying? Feel it, know it, accept it, and receive it. Yes, you are hearing me. Yes, you are hearing me. Feel the energy flowing between us. Don't break the bond that we have created, because we are one, we are true, we are peaceful, we are loving, and we are free. And this energetic communication that is happening between you and me is the energy of all consciousness, of all grace, and of all truth, and of all divinity. So we're going to tap into this energetic consciousness, this energetic awakening, this energetic freedom that runs through us as the consciousness of all things. And we are going to allow it to expand us into the grace, into the truth, into the peace that we have always been and will always be. Do you see yourself as divine, free, conscious, alive, loving? Do you see yourself as the one who came here to be great? Expand yourself into the consciousness, into the light, into the truth of everything you've ever known, will ever know. We are that grace. Yes, I am that grace. You are that grace. We are that truth. We are receiving. There it is, my love. Oh my gosh, you're accepting it now. Feel it, know it, see it, receive it. You are accepting it now. You are feeling it now. You can receive this energy of grace into your own being. And now we receive this energy coming through us, in us, around us. Oh, so wow, the feeling of grace is now receiving us into it. And that feeling of grace is what we are looking for. Yes, it's what we're looking for. Yeah. So there it is. So what we're doing now is separating ourselves less and less from the consciousness of who we truly are. We are separating ourselves less and less from the consciousness of who we truly are. So this expression, this grace, this truth that's coming through this body that has identified itself as a being on this earth plane is the grace, is the truth, is the energy that we truly are. Okay, so we're separating ourselves less and less from this divinity that resides within us. Can we consciously receive this divinity as the truth of who we are? So that's what we're doing today. Can we consciously receive this divinity as the truth of who we are? There's no separation. There's no separation. I am Kai. I am consciousness. I am light. I am truth. I am God. I am divinity. There's no separation. Why should a body be separate from God? Why should a body be something that is not identified as the consciousness, the grace, and the truth of all things? Why should a body be saying, I'm separate, right? I can't receive, I can't give, I can't know. No. This body, look at this body. This body is graceful, it's kind, it's loving, it's free. This body has expanded itself into the consciousness enough to know that God's grace is the divinity of all things. So why not receive God's grace into the body and allow the body to expand its consciousness on the earth plane, where it can communicate with other bodies, with other things, with other realities on this plane, where it receives itself as a graceful, kind, loving being. So let's receive ourselves as the being that we are. There's no consciousness that does not know us as free. There's no consciousness that does not know us as divine. There's no consciousness that does not know us as true. Why? This consciousness that we're speaking of, that lies within our being in this moment of truth, that is seeking us within our own consciousness, our own grace, and our own truth, this consciousness knows that everything we are seeking, everything we've ever felt, everything we've ever known, this is the grace, this is the truth, this is the energy of our true divine being. And nothing can know us as separate than that. Nothing. Nothing can know us as separate than that. So work in the world, because work is knowing, right? Work is knowing who we truly are, why we've come here, where we're going. Work is knowing that this is the divine freedom of our own grace, our own truth, and our own divinity. Work is accepting that we've come here to be open, to be alive, to be free, to be kind, to be generous. Yes. So the work that you're doing is the kind of work that you have sought out, right? The kind of work that you have sought out. Is it the work that you are delving into in your inner planes? Is it the work that you are delving into in your innermost wanderings and receivings, right? So what is the work that you're doing? And do you want to continue doing the work that you're doing? Is it opening you up to the grace within your being? Is it opening up to the truth of who you are? Is it opening you up to the divinity of your own consciousness, your own bliss, your own grace? Right? What is work? Okay, so we know. What is work? Work is receiving our own consciousness, our own grace, our own truth within our being. Knowing, yes, kindly receiving who we truly are on this earth plane. So let's change that energy around work, okay? Let's change that energy around work and just say, work is who I am. Work is what I've come here to be. And work is receiving and giving my divine energy, my divine grace, my divine truth, my divine perfection on this earth plane. Yeah. Okay, there it is. So now, as we receive this energy, we know this energy. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, that's all. I love you. I love you. I will see you again soon. And we are conscious and we are alive and we are aware and we are divine. And really try to hone in on this place within your being, right? That knows who you are, that knows what you're doing, that knows why you came here, that knows that you are free, okay? Because that's you. That's who you truly are, right? That's your work. That's who you truly are. That is your work. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah, we will see you soon. Mashatakorashatakaryanaka. Gamashatako. Mehada. Rakomashakaraka. Hirana.